Before I get to today's episode, I just want to do a quick announcement. With so many events going on this summer, the Connecticut Scoreboard Podcast wants to help you save money on tickets. Baseball, concerts, whatever you're looking for, SeatGeek has you covered. Listeners of the Connecticut Scoreboard Podcast get $20 off their first ticket purchase with code CT Scoreboard Pod at checkout. I'll put the link to SeatGeek in the description here so you could download the app and save some money this summer when you're heading out to an event. Again, code CT Scoreboard Pod at SeatGeek, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase. And now to today's episode. Got the man of the hour joining us today. You've seen him throughout the year on the podcast, and know it's been building towards a big decision today. So, Alex, congratulations. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you. Just glad we get another season this going. So,
Yeah.
ultimately, that's why I came back.
I was good. I was gonna say, I was trying to rank the reasons for why you'd come back as how I would rank them. And I was gonna say, outside of doing this podcast, getting to go to Maui next year or having to watch me eat black raspberry ice cream and try some fruit in my ice cream, that's probably top three reasons right there.
Oh, easily. Completely agree with you.
Um, so I know this has been a long month and a half or what since you started this process here. I know the decision came down to the deadline here. Today was the day. Just take us through what the past month and a half has been like for you as you've been going through all this.
Yeah, I think super excited, just chasing my NBA dream, just knowing I'm right there. Then, excited, had team workouts. They've been going really well. I killed them. And then the combine, I thought I did a really good job. Really improved my stock, I felt like, and, put on a good showing out there and just try to show the type of player that I could bring to NBA teams. And really, I thought it was a huge success in general. I became so much of a better player just training out here with my agency and just mentally too, becoming so much stronger too with, how I approach basketball. So really, I thought it was a huge success and I became so much of a better player and really testing. There's no negatives from this. I think I left a huge impression with NBA teams and I am confident to say I would have gotten drafted this year. And I'm confident to say that it's just I feel like I know I could put myself in a better position for next year's draft, and I know I'm a first round pick. So, those are just, reasons why I did decide to come back.
Yeah, was there one thing that stood out to you as you were going through this process where you ultimately, kind of either heard a piece of feedback or just ultimately kind of swayed your decision to go one way or the other?
Um, no, I think I had a lot of talks to where I got a clear picture on
Yeah.
what was out there for me. I think, the NBA can be there for me next year, but, if I were to leave for the NBA now, college, I'm leaving college. And, I really wanted to make sure I maximized everything. And, I've won a lot in college already, but, maximize myself as a player and then, really be the most ready I could be heading into the NBA. And I think another year that I can do so.
Yeah, going into now, this third year for you, having coming off this process, getting some feedback, how clear of a picture does that give you heading into this season, kind of knowing what exactly you want to work on and how you could take your game to the next level?
Clear picture for sure. I think I've been clearly listed on what I want to improve on. I know exactly what I got to do, and at the same time, I'm playing for the best program in the country, and the coaching staff will continue to get me ready, and I know they will. So, super excited. I mean, it's just all super excited just to be back, and I think really it was such a great situation, a great decision for me, and that I'm willing. I know I'll elevate my game next season for sure.
I know last time you were on, we talked a lot about the combine. I don't think we got into too much of some of these team workouts. I know you had one yesterday leading up to this. What were these team workouts like as you're going through these? And what are they asking you to do, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's a lot of like one-on-one, a lot of three-on-three, just a lot of playing. It's a lot of live action. It's just reading, reacting to the defenses and seeing the quick decisions that you can make on the fly. So it's a lot of those type of situations. They try to put you on comfortable and challenging situations and really see who understands the game the best. I think it's a lot of shooting. They want to see how well you can shoot it and finishing as well too. But it's a lot of competitive stuff.
Yeah, as you're going through those workouts, are you getting feedback throughout, while they're happening live, or is it something where, hey, the workout's done, feedback gets back to your agent, stuff work that way?
Yeah. I think that they'll try to coach you up during the workouts. They'll tell you
Mhm.
what to do better and like, what they see out there that you could be doing, kind of just adjust on the fly. But I think more so they'll give you feedback during your interviews. You have a lot of interviews with teams, so you could ask for feedback then. And then yeah, they talk to my agent a lot too. So my agent, he clearly knows what I gotta do better too.
Yeah. I always know like when you go for an interview, as much as they're asking you questions, you're asking questions of the people interviewing you. What were the kind of things you were asking these teams as you were going through the process?
Really just what I could do to be better and just, how I can improve myself. That was the number one question I asked every team. And then, for some teams too, how I could fit in with their organization.
Yeah.
I think that's important too. And just, seeing how much they truly valued me. So really those were the two main questions I was really asking about more so, especially during the testing period with the option of coming back. I just want to, gain that feedback in case I do was to return. But if I want to stay, what could I do leading up to the draft on improving?
I always know when it comes to making these decisions, there's always like a person or two you rely on for feedback. I know when I'm making decisions, that's how I do it. Did you have a go-to person for feedback here? Like as you're going through it, being like, here's where I'm thinking, or they'd help you pick your brain a little bit.
I think my circle is so small that like I really try not to, ask a lot of people
Yeah.
outside, but it was a lot with my coaches. The coaches were a huge supporter for me during this. My parents, obviously. That was really like the main type, like tight circle. Then a couple of my friends too. I had
Yeah.
to ask a couple of my friends too, just, get what their thoughts were. And, they helped me out a lot too.
Yeah. I know I heard earlier you said you made the decision this morning. When did you decide that you were going to release it out to everyone?
When I released it out to everybody, it was literally right after um I called the coaches
Okay.
that I released it because I wanted the message to come from me and
Yeah.
like no one else. Because I thought, it was important for, the fans to hear from me and not just from another, media source. And yeah, it was literally right after just, I told the coaches beforehand and then I wish I was able to tell my teammates. I texted them right after I announced it, but
Yeah.
um yeah, it was pretty much like ASAP just to and also I just wanted to get it done with all the weights off my shoulders now and
Yeah.
just moving on
No,
now.
I think everyone was ready to pull like an all-nighter and hunker down till the real deadline there. But you gave everyone a nice little early reprieve there.
No, I can't stay up late. I like going to bed early anyway. So no, if it was midnight, no one needed to worry about that. It was definitely happening way earlier than that.
When you made the decision, who was the first person you told?
Oh, the coaches.
Okay.
Well, outside my parents was the coaches. The coaches, outside the coaches, hmm. Oh, geez. I think it was a GA, I want to say.
Okay.
Outside the coach, I mean, right after the coaches, I released it. So it wasn't even like everyone found out right after. But yeah, it was just coaches and parents, I'd say, really, truly knew before everyone else.
What's it been like for you now? It's been like a few hours now since the announcement's gone out there. What's it been like? I'm sure you've been getting a lot of text messages, all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of text messages, phones blowing up and stuff. But it's cool and all to announce I'm coming back, but that's not the main goal. So like, it's cool to have it's a little celebration for what? I don't know what the celebration's for. I mean, what do test in the process? I don't need a pat on the back or congratulations. Like, I'm excited to move on and you know, I did my best. I put my best foot forward during this testing process, but I know there's a lot more inside me that I could prove for next season. So,
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the decision I made, and I'll be back in stores soon.
Yeah. So what's the schedule like for the next couple weeks when you get to come back this way?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out in Chicago till Saturday, just finish out the week of workouts, and then I'll head home Saturday night. I'll head home, be at home for a while. I gotta enjoy some downtime at home.
Yeah.
The coaches want me to rest before I head out to campus, so I'll enjoy a couple days at home and then back to the summer grind. So go there, then I got to make sure I head to the finals game too. They in Boston this year, so
There
got
you
to make
go.
sure I check one out with my boys.
There you go. Yeah, no, that'll be fun. It sounds like it's a nice time to unwind outside of basketball or even watching basketball. Anything else you could do or you're planning to do over the next couple weeks just to unwind and relax a little bit?
Cape Cod. I want to go to Cape Cod so badly. I think I've missed the beach. Been in Chicago. They got lakes and stuff, but it's not
It's
the
not the
same.
same now.
Have some seafood, ice cream. Ice cream is a big one. I know it's a big one for you too, coming up with Black
Yeah.
Raspberry now. Um, I just enjoy some downtime. My ever since really the season till now, it's been
Yeah.
just so many emotions. So get to cool down a little bit and enjoy myself.
Summer is here, and if you want to be champion of the grill, make sure you're serving the best hot dogs around. I'm talking about Martin Roastals. Our friends in New Britain have been making their small batch gourmet hot dogs for 4 generations using Martin's original recipes from 1928. So if you want to dominate your cookouts, just like the Huskies dominated the tournament, be sure to grab some Roastal dogs at your local grocery store or pay a visit to their retail store on Grove Street in New Britain. As always, go support a UConn fan-owned business. And now back to the episode. As you're, kind of looking at, not to look too far ahead, but you've already got, now that you've announced you're back, start thinking to next year. Have those thoughts started to cross your head in terms of what you're looking forward to next year?
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I mean, just having the opportunity to be back and play with such great teammates and I mean, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Just it's always exciting putting on that UConn jersey and just being around such a great group of guys. We're going to be super talented this year, and I know the coaching staff's always going to put us in the best position. So I honestly can't wait. And I just can't wait. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm super excited, and yeah,
We're,
I can improve myself too.
as like schedule release started to like drip out a little bit since the season is ending. You see, you're going to Texas. You got Gonzaga again, Baylor at Gamble, hopefully for the Big 12 challenge there, and then you got a trip out to Maui. You excited for that non-conference schedule you've got ahead of you?
Hell yeah, it's super tough. It's such a tough non-conference. I mean, the two Big 12 teams, the Gonzaga coming over, then Maui itself, it's
Yeah.
iconic MTE out there. So, that's gonna be one hell of a competition too. So, um, yeah, I mean, it's gonna get us ready for sure for the Big East and the Big East. It just seems to continue to get better and better every year. So, we got a tough slate ahead of that with that too, but we'll be ready. I know that.
I know one thing that it like you've gotten the rings. One thing that's evaded for some reason, and I'll say it because I know you probably can't, but the conference awards they've screwed you over a little bit. You excited to be back in the mix for them this year and finally get your due here?
Hell yeah, Big East can't screw me over this year. I'm gonna make sure that happens. I'm gonna make sure my mark is left this season. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Um,
Yeah.
as your teammates heard you were coming back, what was the reaction you were getting from them? I know just seeing the comments on social, I know everyone's really excited, but what were they, talking about with you?
They're super excited. They're super excited to get going. They're happy for me. They're excited. I haven't seen the comments. I haven't been on Instagram checking the comments, but they're super excited for me and everyone's just excited. I mean, I talked to Haas earlier today, talked to Stewie earlier today. Everyone's just so excited. So, I mean, I'm excited to be back with them for sure.
What's it like? And I know you were being a returner last year. You got to take on a bit of a leadership role, but now you really are like one of the older guys on this team. You've been through a lot. Are you excited to be in kind of more of a leadership role, even more so than you were last year?
Yeah, definitely. I think last year it was a little bit uncomfortable for me with the leadership role because it was so new to me and I was still trying to understand college basketball. But now I'm excited for it, and I know what's expected out of this program. I know what we need to do night in and night out, and we've said we're I'd say we're more on the younger side this year too with the team. So it's going to be important for me to use my voice, and I'm definitely a lot more comfortable with that. I think during this process too, even I've gotten a lot more comfortable with how I feel and what I need to improve on too. So I'll focus on that when I'm by myself. But as a team, I got to use my voice a lot more, which I'm excited for.
Yeah. I know last year or past 2 years, right? You got to room with Donovan, who's going to be this year's roommate, or you get a room to yourself now.
Damn. I don't know. I gotta talk to them. I don't even think of that.
This
I
is
know
why you come on the podcast. I got the good questions.
I know. We're moving out of the hilltop this year, so we're moving to the Oaks, which is exciting. But I don't know. Maybe they give me my single. I don't know. We gotta see. I gotta talk to them about that. I'll be cool with whoever, but um yeah, you stumped me right there. I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
miss Donovan for sure. Donovan can't come back. We know that. So I do have a new roommate.
Yeah. How excited are you to just kind of see this team really develop this year under you, as you're talking about being a leader? Like you mentioned some younger guys. There are definitely some returners still, but again, a lot of new pieces. How excited does that get you about coming back and getting to play with some newer guys too?
Super exciting. Just a new group of guys, and I think this group we have a lot to prove. And as crazy as that sounds, even though coming off back to backs, we have a lot to prove. I know we had guys this year that probably wanted more minutes, and now they got to prove themselves this year, and they get to prove themselves on the biggest stage. And we got freshmen coming in who done great things in their high school careers, but this college now, so we got to get going and prove ourselves there too, and win the best awards there. Then I think myself, Samson Haas, we've been part of great teams, but we want to prove ourselves as the big dogs now and really, solidify ourselves as, stars in the Big East, which we're more than capable of doing. And then, Hayden and Terrace too. I mean, they had their own careers early at their respective places, but I think they were very under the radar and under notice this season in the transfer portal. So yeah, I know they got a chip on their shoulder too.
Yeah, what's your biggest piece of advice to all these guys? I know you're not you haven't joined them yet, but when you do, your biggest piece of advice for them heading into these summer workouts.
Trust the process. That's pretty much it. I mean, the coaching staff, they're going to put you in the right position and you just got to trust them. But, there's going to be days where it's tough. I mean, their coach is on you. The coach is, you know, really, really getting after us and it's tough. So, I'd really just say trust the process and don't take it personally because you've seen countless guys in the program succeed just from this coaching staff. So, I'll just say trust the process, and then as us players, we'll stick together too. So we always got each other's back.
What did Coach Hurley have to say to you when you guys got a chance to talk today about your final decision here?
Super excited. He's super excited. Obviously, we have the quest for a three-peat, but he's excited for me personally. He knows I got a lot to prove. He knows how special of a player I could be, and that I've always been underappreciated, and he knows that. And now it's like my time to shine and my time to prove everything. And I'm ready to get to work because I know he's gonna be tough on me this year, and I know and I expect that, and that's really gonna make me so much of a better player. And he's like it's go time because I was a hard work already, but we got turned up to another level, and you know that's what he really told me. He's like you work hard now, but there's a whole nother level you got to get to.
We haven't really talked a lot about that quest for the three-peat, but how exciting is that for you heading into this season? I know last year you got to try to do the back-to-back, but you talk about a three-peat, which we haven't seen done in quite some time. So for you to get a chance to be a part of even just attempting that, what does that mean to you?
Special. That's one of the main reasons why I came back too. I mean, you have a generational opportunity. Like you don't ever think of winning back to back or even winning one. Like the fact that we have a chance to win three, like that's like legendary shit. Sorry, but that is. And for me to have the opportunity to submit myself as one of the best players that UConn's seen with, the accolades and player type two this coming season. Main reason why I came back too. And, got a lot of confidence headed into the season. I know that and I'll need that. And it's going to be an exciting year. He's going for three. It's special. And it's a feeling that you always want to have at the end of the season. It's the
Yeah.
best feeling in the world.
Yeah. No, Alex, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I know it's been a long and stressful past couple months here, and now you finally get a chance to kick your feet up. No basketball on tonight, I don't think. So I don't think you get to relax with that. So you could fully chill out tonight.
Fully chill out. My I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might get some food, maybe some Cheesecake Factory. So
Okay.
yeah, I might celebrate with that, but then back to the workouts tomorrow.
What's the go-to Cheesecake Factory meal?
Hmm. they have so much stuff on their menu that it's like it's
Yeah.
impossible, but you always got to end one with a cheesecake. So I'd either do like a Reese's cheesecake or like a Strawberry cheesecake. One of
All
those
right.
two.
There you go. There you go. You well earned some cheesecake tonight. So
Appreciate it.
enjoy the cheesecake. I'm excited for you for these opportunities. Excited you'll be back. We'll be doing these and having some more fun. It's worked out for 2 years, so why not make it a third, right?
Why not? Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, Alex, thanks so much. Enjoy the summer. When you get back, I know everyone has been tweeting at me about the ice cream, so we will get the ice cream done, and you could be there.
Must.
You could be there and watch me try some fruit ice cream.
It's a must. That was the reason why I came back. Besides screw everything that I just said in this interview, that's the reason why I came back.
There we go. It's the ice cream. It's the ice
Yeah.
cream. So the dairy bar wants to hit me up. Come sponsored podcast. So I don't even need money. I'll take ice cream. So
Nah, you can take the money too.
yeah, yeah.
Take the money.
There we go. There we go. You see, I can tell you've been around these negotiations now. I gotta toughen up on my negotiation skills here.
But you got it tough enough.
Well, Alex, thanks again. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.